Alright guys, so aside from the nice April Fool's stuff that we also got the start of the new Voting Gauntlet. And this is big because this is the newest version of Voting Gauntlet. It's about time that Voting Gauntlet, in my opinion, that Voting Gauntlet got reworked. Because as it was before, it was kind of really cancerous for a lot of players, right? To check back on the game every half an hour, to keep a track on whether it's bonus or not. And in the first months of Voting Gauntlet, where they first put in bonus and stuff, it got pretty ugly. Because people would literally stay up all night to get into bonus. Because once they missed bonus, they could be like 12, 24 hours, the entire round without bonuses ever again. It'd just be stuck insane. They've tweaked it to this final point. And it's a pretty interesting Voting Gauntlet to start out everything with because... oh man. Because they're all villains, and they're not just villains, they're...
Destructive forces?
Disruptive forces, right. Okay. So we have Possessed Harden. You guys learn of him after Shadow Dragon, I believe Mystery of the Emblem. He gets possessed. I'm not gonna spoil the story, but basically, he's somebody that you were good friends with, but basically he had a nickname. You meet him early on in the game, and you develop a relationship, but then he becomes possessed, and then he becomes antagonist of the second game of the Mars series. And then you fight Garen, best daddy in Fates. I don't really see him as a villain. I think Corrin's a terrible son or daughter. Moving on, you fight Grima, possessed Robin. And he's going up against Surtr, which is probably the best villain this game has ever seen, despite the fact that, you know, Surtr's actually not that impressive. But, you know what, when it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes, they don't really write too well, so Surtr is my favorite villain and my favorite character from Fire Emblem Heroes. I truly believe this man. I truly believed in this man, and he was thick. So thick. And he's so much fun to use. Except for when people think he's not fun to use. You have Gonarf. Okay. Okay, I can't say his name again. It's like a mental... Garnif. It's like a mental block. Garnif versus Julius, which is really interesting because you have two of the most obscure characters in the Fire Emblem games going up against each other. That's interesting. Garnif is the antagonist for Marth's first game, Shadow Dragon, whereas Harden is Mystery of the Emblem. So it's really interesting that they have two old school villains there. Not to mention Julius is an old school villain as well.
The game is on.
Prince of Granville Empire was once a kind boy, but suddenly came to have a cruel nature. Appears in Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. Yeah. We have Duma.
Foolish child.
Not quite a literal god, as some people would argue, but I believe he's a god. God of strength and brother to the goddess Mila. He and Mila fought over the continent of Valentina and split into twain. Regal, to the north of Valentina, is his domain. And he's from Echoes, Childs of Valentia, and Idunn from Binding Blade.
This world.
Transformed into a demon dragon sealed during the scouring. She was awoken by Zephyr and serves him so he may realize his ambition. I tried pulling for her. Okay. But those are combatants. But the interesting thing about this is the left side is so interesting. How they matched this up was really interesting. This, can anyone call who's going to win this? Maybe Julius? But like these are two super old characters. So this is really interesting that they did that. Basically, whoever wins this is going to lose to whoever wins this. There's no chance, almost no chance that Duma's going to lose if Duma wins. And there's no chance Idunn's going to lose if Idunn loses. Also, Idunn's the only girl in this entire Voting Gauntlet. So she's going to have some fanboys, I would say. Julius is probably going to win, I would say. Probably so. Garnif was not exactly a good antagonist, I would say. Idunn is bae, yep. Okay, so whoever wins on this side doesn't really matter because I think Duma or Idunn's going to win that. And I think Idunn might beat Duma. Even though Duma's from a newer game, Idunn's just bae, so... that waifu factor, man, always comes in clutch in this game, it seems. And she's the only girl, so... that could change things. Harden versus Garnet... oh, sorry. Harden versus Garen. This should be very easy for Garen to win, I would say. Harden, I don't think anyone played his game. And I don't think it was officially released in the West, for that matter. So, maybe the Japanese liked it more. But the Shadow Dragon series did really, really poorly worldwide, so... I think it did better in Japan, but still, it was relatively poor for a Fire Emblem game. And I'll kill Fire Emblem for that matter. Following that, it's Surtr versus Grima, and I think this is so interesting because I think these two battles decide everything. if Surtr manages to beat Grima, I think they'll beat whoever wins on this side. And if Idunn wins or Duma wins, same thing. Whoever wins from the bottom bracket is probably going to go to the finals, and then we'll see who actually takes it. Amps, who do you want to win?
I want Idunn to win, but I actually joined Garen's side because I think he's gonna lose first round.
Here's the thing. I'm going to join Duma first round because I think Idunn's going to beat Duma, and I think that's going to be pretty close. And also have Duma.
I'm iffy on that fight because I know they're both pretty popular.
Yeah.
So I want to sit back and actually just watch that fight from far.
But who I really want to win is Surtr, and I do want to back Surtr versus Grima. I think that'll be such a close battle, too. You know what? I usually don't do this because I want to bank as many points as I can. But I think I'll go Surtr first round. I'm pretty sure Idunn versus Duma is going to be Idunn's favor. But Surtr versus Grima, I think that's going to be super close.
You're going to support your boy?
I'm going to support... For once, I usually don't do this, but for once, I'm going to support my boy. My dude. The big guy. Look at this man. I'm totally on board with Surtr. Alright. You know what? Let's go for that. We might lose a bit of feathers here, but if Surtr wins, I'll be pretty excited, so...
My blood boils.
King of Muspel, the Kingdom of Flame, carries the blood of the Flame Dragon, a harsh ruler whose desire for conquest is relentless. So he's not an actual god, but he does carry the blood of the dragon. But they say that for a lot of characters, so maybe not really. But he's so much bigger than everybody else, and kind of seems like he has divine powers. Anyways, guess we're back in Surtr. Okay, so the new voting gauntlet system. Amps, do you want to explain it?
Well, this is what I understand as of now, is that... Oh, let me count these diamonds real quick. Okay, counted them. So, how it works is you get a battle every hour, right? But you don't have to use that battle right away. So, like, right now you have one battle. Battle ballots are how many battles you could do, it seems like. And right now, you have one battle that you could do. And as you see, as we're getting closer to the next hour... 30 seconds, you're going to get a second battle, or you could do one battle and just use both ballots together. Flags work essentially the same. They didn't change that, but they changed it where you have up to 8 hours of leeway before you have to start doing battles.
So from my interpretation basically is you can store battles now and then just use them all at once. So instead of being forced to play this every single 30 minutes, and then if you don't, you lose those battles, you now can store it. Now you can load it up like a charge.
That's what it seems like. I think they work individually, so like if you were to battle right now, I think you could actually choose to just use one, and then after that one, you could choose to use the next one. That's how I think it works. I don't have any confirmation on that because I already used my battle, and I can't even test that yet. But you could test that.
Okay, so from what it says is you have one or more battle ballots, you can participate in a voting gauntlet battle. The battles are 3 and 3, da-da-da. Looks all the same to me. Okay, so yeah, let's test it out. Turn 1. Alright, one sec. We're gonna turn on animations for this one. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, this is mine. Who is this? Mimila. Plus defense minus spread, Surtr. Man, I'm gonna bet all the Surtrs are gonna be virtually identical.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna use Steady Stance, Warrior Fighter, and Surtr's Menace. Alright, this is
Oh, that's also true. They did add another change, and it's if your team has the advantage, you have a multiplier too.
You have a what?
Multiplier.
Oh yeah. Alright, this is some Union's Rutger, I believe.
I will cut you down.
Alright, let's use my Surtr.
I am flame.
Oh, my Surtr just one-shots her. Ah! I love Surtr's attack animation. And because I'm a demented person, I gave him... Oh, wait. They removed it. Normally I have Nifl's flower. Sorry. Yeah, Nifl's flower. Nifl's star on him, which is I feel is hilarious. Anyways, My favorite. Well, he's one of my favorite characters in this game. And I know people are gonna be like, why would he be your favorite character? Because I felt like in the first book, guys, where you had Veronica and Bruno, it just wasn't threatening. It felt like it was a girl throwing a tantrum, except in this tantrum, she kills people instead of like getting upset, you know? It didn't feel right at all. Whereas with Surtr, it felt like it was a real man who wanted to actually conquer and take over things, right? It felt like somebody who had actual purpose, and it did not... Book 1 was just a bit too emo, too teenage drama for me. Like, the Bruno-Alphonse relationship, you know, the Bruno-Veronica relationship. Sharina was just like, I want to be friends with everybody. It was pretty bad. So, for me, Book 2 was when it actually got serious. Now, Book 3, oh god, I'm hoping Book 3 changes course real quick. I have so much gripes with the most recent story, guys. Anyways, okay, so we got our crap. We got our crap. Let's see it. Okay, so this is exactly what I expected. Basically, every hour you get another battle ballot up to 8. If you get more than 8, you're just gonna waste it. It just disappears without being used. And basically, with each ballot, it is multiplied by 2. So 5 becomes 10. Actually, it's not multiplied by 2, but by increments of whatever flag it is. So it'll be 200, then 300, then 400, and so on. So in other words, at any time, you can blow all your ballots at once with however many flags you want to use. This is super great because you don't have to play every half an hour, and you can now maximize your flags even better because on certain bonuses, you could just blow everything at once. This also takes away the need to be as much of a Feather Mercenary. You still have to a certain degree. Of course, you have to like pay attention to when it is your bonus and whatever, but it's less of a pain. For example, if you missed a bonus, or it's less of a pain to be on a team that's always winning, because when you do get your one bonus, you can just use all your flags at once. So it's a good change. I like it. But also that also means like for the first one, because there's no bonuses, there's no reason to use anything more than the free flag. So we'll just go for 1x. So how's the score predictor screwed now? Oh yeah, how's the score predictor gonna do this? I guess they're gonna have to find a new algorithm and new math for it. Oh shit. Did I just get screwed over? What? Oh no. Oh. I literally just did a battle when they were changing scoring. I missed out on some flags. Sorry, on some points. We could have been at 320. Thanks, IS. Thanks. Okay, well, at least I showed you guys how it works. I hope you guys like the change too. I like it. It saves me a lot of time, and as somebody who works now, like I'm at work and sometimes just too busy to check the phone. Sometimes I'm too busy to check Reddit, too busy to check Google Docs, too busy to check Twitter, and then I don't know if there's bonus going on. But this means when I'm home, when I come home from work, I just blow all my battle ballots at once. You know, be a quick shooter. Wait a second. You just use everything at once. Okay, great change. I like it. That's that. Go Surtr. Go Team Surtr. If you're Team Surtr, right, hashtag Team Surtr. Let's bring the boy our win. But of course, Grima's gonna be ahead. Awakening's a popular game, and Surtr's just in this game. Ooh. Well, yeah, we'll see.